Hello. Girls, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And good morning as well. Fuck me. I've cut my finger, right? Boom. Got an Iron Man plaster on there. Taste. She'll love a taste. Girls, I'm gonna be very honest with you, okay? I haven't filmed a single fucking thing this week. Yeah! Wish I was joking, but I'm not. And now I know what you're thinking. Kill yourself, okay? And to that I say, I've tried. Believe me. Believe me, I've tried. But as like most things in my life, I am wildly unsuccessful, even in terms of trying to end my own life, okay? So here I am, still standing, and I will tell you why I've not been filming this week, and I will tell you other things as well, because I thought today, on this grey, disgusting Sunday as we loom closer to 4 p.m, I will make an Oreo cheesecake and catch you up on what's been happening, because I am nothing if not someone who overshares my entire life on the internet, and that's just that. And I was reading a book the other day, and the main character in the book, she was a girl, and she was just talking about how, like, she's mysterious. Not in like a, oh my god, I'm so mysterious, which you can't even say the word mysterious anymore without getting the allegation of being a pick-me girl, but she was just sort of like, oh my god, I'm so mysterious, you know. She just doesn't tell anyone anything. She didn't even say, oh my god, I'm so mysterious. I'm putting words in her mouth now, and she's a fucking fictional character, but she was just saying that she doesn't really open up much, and I was thinking, oh my god, I should start doing that. And then I realised the nature of what I love to do is yapping for 30 minutes at a time. 30 minutes, that's what I whistle it down to. Normally the vlogs are about an hour and a half, but yeah, I haven't vlogged fucking anything this week, okay? Let me just turn the light on. I'm back, okay? I have a 3-day-old headache. How do you think that makes me feel? Huh? Oh, bring the beat in. Ba 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 da, ba 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 da, ba 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 da. Okay, I digress. What was I even saying? I can't even remember. This is... Oh, I have a 3-day-old headache, right? Okay, first of all, let me show you the setup. Wait! We're making an Oreo cheesecake as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try and not just stand and talk to the camera, and I'm actually gonna try and do this as well. And here's the thing, I've got a recipe. I'm not very good at following instructions because I just can't be asked. And the fun thing about this is that I'm doing this for fun. I'm counting up money for fun. So it doesn't matter if I fuck up, because who fucking cares? Not me. Look at me. This many fucks. Do you know what Sorry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't care. Sometimes I forget that I'm 22. When I'm at work, which is the core reason I've not been vlogging as much, okay? But when I'm at work, I try and be so mature, because most of the people there are older than me. Well, some of them, not all of them, but a fair few. The ones I interact with the most are either my age or older. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to seem like really immature and childish. And then I'm just like, don't let that lose. Don't let yourself lose your childish, whimsical flair. Sorry about that, just had to take myself for a quick time out. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just like, oh, I don't want to seem like I'm really immature and childish, and then I realise that I have no money in my savings, no prospects, no time scale, or even fucking, I'm not even fucking close to moving out. I have no idea what I want in life, and I'm borderline suicidal. So what now? Do you know what I mean? So I need to just stop acting like I'm older than I am, and I need to actually start acting younger than I am. Oh my god, what? I need to stop acting like I'm so mature. I am quite a mature person. You know, I eat strength 6 cheese, but I am only a 22-year-old teenage girl, okay? I can't help that I'm not fucking 40. Born in the fucking prehistoric, the medieval times. Anyway, not that you're old if you're 40. But one of the chefs yesterday at work, okay, let me just start off this whole thing by saying, the reason I haven't been vlogging this week is because I've had my contracted hours at work for the first time in the 4 months since I've worked there, okay? Before this week, I would have like 19 hours, 15 hours, and I'm contracted 30. Okay, that seems all well and good, getting the hours that you actually asked for and supposedly want, until you have to do them, okay? Then it's just hell. It is hell in there. I said, yeah, 30 hours is good for money, but for my mental health, for my feet, and for my 3-day-long headache, it's not good. I did a 9-hour shift yesterday. Day before that, I did a 10.5-hour shift. Who the fuck do you think I am? Genuine question. Genuine question. Who the fuck do you think I am? You think I can do that? Next week, 11.5-hour shift. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. And this is probably why I seem immature, because all I do is complain. I'm a hater by blood. When will people realise that, okay? I don't want to do 11.5 hours in a row. My feet cannot stand it. They have to stand, but they don't want to. Do you know what I mean? It's just, oh God, it's not for me. So yesterday at work, I was talking to one of the chefs and he was like, 12 to 11, that's pretty good hours. And I ended up leaving at 9 because I was like, please, someone swap with me. I have to go home. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. And he was like, what, you want less? And I was like, He was like, why don't you just ask for like a few hours then? And I was like, no, because I need money. He was like, so you're never happy? And I was like, I like you because you get it. I was like, yeah, no, I'm never happy. Fucking hell, you just diagnosed it. Never happy syndrome. I was like, I don't give a fuck-itis and I'm never happy syndrome. Yes, you are correct. And he was like, are you studying as well then? And I was like, no. I was like, I dropped out of uni. He went, how old are you? I said, 22. He went, oh. I said, why? How old did you think I was? He went, 41. I said, never talk to me again. That's fucking rude. Don't be so fucking rude. Anyway, let's get this fucking show on the road and then we can keep yapping. But we can't yap without... It's all yip and no yap with me. I need to yip and yap. This is why I keep getting beefed at work, because I talk too much. Sorry that I'm interesting and everyone loves me. Apart from all the people that fucking hate me. Ah! Got some baking paper here. Now, the recipe says you need a certain size tin. This is the one I use. Do you remember... Fucking Do you remember back a while ago I had that really weird phase of I had to keep making Oreo cheesecakes? I can't even remember how long ago it was, but I remember there was quite a prominent part of my life not that long ago where I just kept stress baking Oreo cheesecakes. This was as a result of finishing a shift, and then I was like, look, I'm gonna go to Iceland, I'm gonna buy the ingredients. And then I got home and I was like, I think if I make a cheesecake I might die because I'm so tired. Actually, speaking of being tired, I have never been as tired as I was last night. I've been having... Okay, let me just measure out how much baking paper I need. I've been having really weird, very vivid dreams, okay? Very vivid dreams. One of which was that I was... Oh my God, this pen don't even fucking work. What was the point in that? Bloody hell, what a ball ache. Okay, I've been having very vivid dreams. One of which that I was on Graham Norton last night. Dream come true. But my dreams have been about my job, okay? I don't like my job. I don't even want to go to it in real life, let alone start fucking dreaming about it when I conk out, do you know what I mean? I've gotten into this really nasty habit of falling asleep at 2 in the morning. What? I used to be like Little Miss, early... Wait, I can't talk and cut. Oh, look at that. Perfect size. Try that on for size. Nice, that's the hardest bit done essentially. Okay, actually no, the hardest bit of this is fucking banging up Oreo biscuits when your mum doesn't believe in sandwich bags. Ew. It's not a good sandwich bag. No, okay. 150 grams of Oreos. So the thing is, I like quite a thick base, so we're gonna do more. I've picked these up, Pac-Man Oreos. Get that. Okay, before I continue, I want to see what these Oreos look like. Also, sorry if this video is shit. It's not going to be the cream of the crop, but you know. Wowee. I think I like this little knife. Good God. Anyway, I don't know, how many Oreos is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there's 28 biscuits. That's going to be 14 each. I bought 2 twin packs because they're pretty cheap in Iceland. Like, you know what I mean? You may as well. Way, Pac-Man! Come on! Right, let's hope this is enough. And then just hope and pray, okay? Okay, I've got into this nasty habit of falling asleep. I've gotten into this nasty habit of falling asleep at 2 in the morning, and then I wake up at like 9 or 10 and I think, oh my God, I've really had a lie-in because I never used to be able to lie in, and then I realise it's only 7 or 8 hours of sleep, all of which isn't nice restful sleep because I'm just dreaming of fucking work Or last night I had a dream about Amy Winehouse. I thought that would be a nice dream, but it was a dream where everyone was just being mean to her because she had an addiction. And then I was just in my dream like, this is fucking awful. And then I woke up and I was like, great start to the day. Do you know what I mean? Dreaming of work, dreaming of my favourite celebrity of all time who was wrongfully done by everyone around her. Now it's got some fucking shitty biopic coming out, as I call it. Is it a biopic? No, I called it a biopic. And then I got told it's called a biopic. But then Graham Norton, silver linings I guess, but I can't sleep at the moment, and because of that, whenever I have really weird vivid dreams, I always have a headache the next day, and I've had this headache for 3 days straight. And last Monday, almost a week ago, I had a migraine that was so bad that I threw up. You can't win, I'm telling you. Anyway, let's crash these up. You're doing great, you're doing great. Normally, every time I've done this before, I never have enough of something, and that thing is normally Oreos, whereas today, I've bought more than needed, because you learn from your mistakes, which you should learn from your mistakes first time, but I normally learn from mine 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 times. Times it in, I mean, I don't learn from it straight away and then I correct it 5, 10, 11 times. I don't learn about 11 times, I'll make the mistake about 11. You get what I mean, right? I make the mistake about 11 times, then I learn. But I don't even learn then, I would say. This was just a happy accident. Okay. I think that should be enough. That has done a wonderful job. Normally, I don't have sandwich bags either. I normally have to use Tupperware and just shake it around like a right twat. So this is great. Now we just need butter. Oh, I need a bowl to melt it. It says 40 grams of butter. Like I said, I'm doing more. Is anyone here watching? Hi. Does anyone remember when I used to do cooking videos in 2021? 3 years ago now. And I had brown hair and I looked fucking ugly. Wow, now I have blonde hair and I look ugly. How times change. Okay, there's crumbs in this fucking butter. Good God, that's what I get for using the come over. Simply made with buttermilk. How lovely. 48 grams gone down to 31. Oh, yesterday, okay, here's something fun. We were talking at work about, this is actually not even fun in the slightest, but maybe it's slightly interesting. We were talking at work about, like, oh, the airplane, oh, almost dropped it. God, I think I would have killed myself. And we were talking at work about how tall everyone is, because I'm taller than, good fucking God, I'm taller than majority of the people there. So I went to Boots and I measured myself with that fucking machine, and I am exactly, if you wanted to know, because some people act surprised that I'm tall, I feel like I give off such tall energy. Like, not to sound really up myself, but I don't feel like I give off like I'm short. I am 1.76 meters tall, which is 5'9.2", and I've been telling everyone I'm 5'10". And then someone asked me how much I weighed, and I was like, what? What do you mean, how much do you weigh? And he was like, what are you, like 70, what did he say I was, 80 kg? Did he say I was 80 kg? He said he was 77. He was like, are you like 79 or 80 kg because you're a tiny bit taller than me? Oh, hello. But then it turns out we're the exact same height. When I measured myself and I told him, he was like, yeah, we're the exact same. And I was like, so why do I feel like I'm towering above you? But I'm 75 kg. But I feel like, oh no, my BMI is good apparently, but my body fat isn't. 5'9.2", and I'm 11 stone and 12 lubs. No, this is the killer. This right here, come here. Mash is the killer. Do you want to know why? I come downstairs the other day, and what's he got tucked between his paws? My £17 beauty blender. You see that? That's perfect, right? So now I need to mix them together. I don't really know how to do this. I can't remember how I've done this before. It's been a while since I've been, you know, in my baking arc. Because honestly, working at a restaurant where the kitchen is like open facing, right? You see everything that's going on. You see the full spectrum of human emotions. I could never be a chef for many reasons. First and foremost, the hats they have to wear. I said this yesterday. One of them said to me, oh, we've got a line chef vacancy, like you should apply to it. He was like, because back of house have more fun than front of house. And I was like, yeah, because you guys actually like each other, like the bars on the floor. But I was like, I'm not wearing them hats. Wearing a hairnet and that hat, that's against my morals. I was like, plus my head's too big for them, and it actually is. I've got a very large head. And he went, and it's not even from my ego, that is literally just the circumference of it. And he went, yeah, we could order you an extra large. I said, that's insulting. That is so insulting. But you know, when you watching people cook, and don't get me wrong, they're good at it. Like one of them the other day, there's 5 screens, my list. There's 5 screens, and he was doing food from all of them because it was like that weird time of 3 p.m. when no one was really there eating, but there was just like a kind of like a select few customers. So like obviously people were still ordering food, but it wasn't a crazy amount of food, so there wasn't many people in the kitchen. You see where I'm going with this, right? But he was just doing everything, and he was like, oh, look at me go. And I was like, well, what do you want, a fucking medal? You know, but I don't know, I was being sarky, I was being my usual charming self, but I was actually highly impressed because I thought there is no way in hell I could ever do 1 screen, let alone 5. Anyway, work on the work front, it's been okay. I still hate it. But that's because I think I just hate any job. You know, the same chef that said to me I looked 41, he went, you don't want lots of hours, you don't want no hours. And I was like, look, what I'm going to tell you is what I tell everyone. I want money, but I don't want to have to work. He went, that's what everyone wants. I went, but I want it a little bit more than everyone else. I'm just a girl, you know what I mean? I'm just a girl. I need to melt a bit more butter. It's looking good, you know, it's looking lubricated. But not enough. So I think just a little bit more, right? But yeah, work is just, I've been working. Sounds like fucking fireworks are going off in there. Katy Perry, what are you doing in my microwave? Bloody hell. Snap, crackle and pop. I think I am more of a baker than I am a chef. Well, actually, I don't know. Because the other day I was saying I can cook really well, and someone was like, no, you can't. And I was like, what do you mean, no, I can't? You've never had me cook for you. What are you talking about? What was I going to say? I can't remember. Work is just work, you know. But I'm there too much, I think. Like, even if I only work 4 days a week, that's too much. I'm there for the whole day. Like, I know no peace on those days because I'm just there. Shedding like a fucking villain, you know what I mean? Gonna transfer this to here. You can't really see what I'm doing, right? We're gonna move this one to this one and then put this one in the fridge while we make the topping, okay? Nice. Fuck's sake. Oh, don't tell me I've not made enough. And this fucking paper's moving around, you fucking stupid bitch. Okay, let's see. I don't know if this will work, okay, because like I said, I'm not really a baker or a chef. I'm just a girl. Oh my god! This isn't working. I can't get it to work. Okay. Mmm, delicious. You should try Oreos with milk. So decadent. I'm not a big fan of Oreos just like on their own. Do you remember when Oreos like first became a thing and people were like fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Pops over them? But who tweeted that? Was it Christina Aguilera that was like, you should try them with milk, so decadent? I can't get it to stay. Maybe I should have lubricated the bottom of the baking powder, but baking powder, I mean baking, fucking hell, I can't even talk. Baking paper, that's the one. Okay, come on, come on, come on. I think that's okay. Yes, I'm gonna lick the spoon and then I'm gonna put it back in, okay? Mmm, so decadent. Right, you can kind of see it. I don't know how thin the base is gonna be. It's okay, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge now, okay? Acting as if you're watching this for the Oreo cheesecake recipe, you can just look this up. This is just for fun. Do you know what I mean? Perfect. That's in the fridge, doing its thing. That'll set while I make the topping, okay? Now, what was I even saying? I'm just very overly tired at the minute. I have a very, very strenuous tension headache, which like I said, I've had for like 3 days, and it gets really bad when I first wake up and when I go to sleep. Also, I just feel like I'm having like a really weird just a episode at the moment. Not so much like depressive, even though I would say I am depressed. I've been talking a lot in therapy about like my younger years, which I think has slowly started affecting me more than I realised. And also because people at work have been asking me about my life. And you know me girls, I'm little Miss Oversharer, so I just talk about it and then I'm like, wait, I sound fucking crazy. Like talking about like my relationship with my siblings. Fucking hell. And I also watched Donnie Darko for the first time the other day. So maybe it's just like a lasting effect of watching Donnie Darko. Seeing the actor who plays Spencer Shea, the actress who plays Joanna Mason, and Jake Gyllenhaal all in one film. Jake Gyllenhaal in that film. And I can say that because he was 19 when he played that role, okay? So don't even start gnawing at the bars of my enclosure. Let me out. I was telling someone yesterday that he was my celebrity crush, and I went to the guy, who's your celebrity crush? He went, I don't have one. I went, boring. He went, oh what, I bet you have 5. And I was like, okay, insult. No, because you're right, I probably have more than 5. And then he went, Chris or Liam? I went, what? Hemsworth? And he went, yeah. And I was like, I'm insulted that you think one of them is my main celebrity crush. I said, you choose. He said, Liam. I said, the Prim Reaper. Get your priorities straight, mate. Get your fucking priorities straight. Don't talk to me. How dare you accuse me of such heinous crimes. Heinous. You get what I'm going for. You know what I mean? I said if I had to choose, it would be Chris, okay? Look at Thor Ragnarok. But even in that film, I'm not even looking at him. I'm looking at one T Hiddleston. Do you know what I mean? And then he was like, you just sound like you like traumatized people that are murderers. He was like, I bet you like that guy. He called me out really. He called me out well and good. He was like, I bet you like that guy that played Jeffrey Dahmer. I was like, what, Evan Peters? How do I agree with that and also not bring up the fact that he was my cover photo when I was 14 on Facebook? Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get on with this filling. We've got to fucking crush more biscuits, girls. We gotta crush 10 biscuits. Nah, I'm crushing more than that. I'm losing it. Right, I don't know how many that is, but I think I'm just gonna add 1.5 packets of biscuits. That seems about right, yeah? Watch Donnie Darko. I speak more in depth because the podcast has been more consistent than the vlogs have been, because it gets to the end of the week and I go to sit down and edit a vlog, and when I see it's like an hour and a half worth of footage and half of it I'm just absolutely yapping about nothing, I'm just like, I can't do this. I've been uploading them on Monday, my apologies, but my podcasts have stayed very consistent, which is a glitch in the matrix because I never thought it would be that way around. But I speak a lot on my podcast about films that I've watched, music, books. I say books. The last 4 episodes I've just been like, I still haven't finished my book. I finished my book. I read Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. Glamorized affairs. But then it's also like when you read it, you're like, damn, I forget how complicated humans are. Like human relationships, they're fucking crazy. Recently, my bad bout in my episode has been, I'm not convinced I'm real. I'm not convinced. I don't think I'm a real person. I'll walk down the stairs like I saw my mum the other day. She was in bed and I went to talk to her, and then I walked down the stairs, and when I left the room she was like, no, she said something, and I just walked off, and then I was like, she's about to stay in that room in her bed living her life in her body and her mind, and I'm gonna walk out of the room with free will using the feet that I have and walk down these stairs, and I'm controlling my body. I'm telling my body, lift one foot up, lift the other foot up, walk down the stairs. What do you mean? I was just like, I'm not real. And I've always had this sort of like hyper awareness, I don't know what the fuck you'd call it, of being like, I am real and I'm thinking real thoughts, and that leads back to my childhood as well, because I remember I used to look in the mirror and be like, I'm me, I'm looking at myself and I'm me, and I'm only me, and I'm only ever going to be thinking about what I think about, and I'm never going to have someone else's brain, and it used to freak me out, and it still does. I'm telling you, they should have put me down ages ago. They should have just treated it like a fucking stray dog that's just been hit with a car. Morphine, euthanized, do you know what I mean? I don't know how they put dogs down, and I don't want to know. My mum used to work in a vet, so they were doing that. But you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't think I'm real. And I say that to people and they laugh, and I'm like, oh, you think it's funny? I'm being serious. Like, I keep bringing up work, but that's literally all I'm fucking doing. But someone was like, what is your goal? What is your plan? Like, what's the end goal? And And I was like, oh, I don't know, I never planned to make it past 18. And he was like, no, I'm serious, I stopped fucking around. And I was like, oh, you've never been suicidal, because I'm not joking when I say that. I have no fucking idea what my plan is. Look at me, I'm filming myself talking to a camera while smashing up Oreos on a Sunday at 9 minutes past 2. Does it look like I have a plan? No. I can't fucking do this. I need to watch The Bear because it's been winning a lot of awards. So has that, is it a TV show called Beef? I'm not good at watching new TV shows because if one pilot doesn't interest me, I won't watch it. That's why, like, even though I used to be Little Miss, I can't watch film. I'm really into my films these days, and it's just because, like, even if the beginning doesn't encapsulate me, you've still got 2 hours to try your best. Like, I watched The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal, which I wasn't a huge fan of. Again, I spoke about this on my podcast. I wasn't a huge fan of, but all my friends were like, oh, I really liked it. I liked it, but it's set in one location the whole film, which I found quite stagnant. I found it hard to follow along. But why did I watch the whole film? Because it was Jake Gyllenhaal. If it was another actor that I didn't find attractive, I probably would have turned it off. I can't help it if his face card checks out, do you know what I mean? So, okay, I think these are pretty bashed up. This is me, and this is the management at my work. I feel like at the moment, every day I'm just fighting people to try and prove I'm not stupid. And I'm just there like, wow guys, didn't realise I was back with my abusive 5'9" narcissistic ex-boyfriend. Freaks. Anyway, now we need to, I've not got any form of vision right now. I'm raw dogging it. I've just got my fucking stigmatised eyes. I've got my contact lenses, but I feel like my eyes are so dry from where I've been wearing them almost 5 days a week. Maybe that's why I have a 3-day long headache. My eyes are also like chronically dry. I'm chronically online and my eyes are chronically dry. Okay, now I need stiff peaks. That fucking word, stiff peaks. I might go watch the new Bob Marley film tonight. Could you be loved? Sorry, it took me a while to get there. Could you be loved? Stiff peaks. I used to do this before I realised we had a hand mixer. I used to do this by hand mixing, like without the electric hand mixer. I used to hand mix it. You think I could do that for stiff peaks? You're having a giggle. There's no way. Let's go. I've really not been doing much baking. I've just been yapping. I'm fluent in English and Japanese. Okay, 235 millilitres of whipped cream. See, I normally measure everything, but I just don't know if I can be asked. Okay, litres. This is 270, but I just feel like, what's the difference between 235 and 270? 35, but like, who cares? Like, I put almost the whole thing in here and it's saying 226. Oh, you know what? It can all just go in. Who fucking cares? I don't care enough. But there is quite a lot left in here. Boom, boom, boom. Right. We've got to whisk this until stiff peaks form, okay? Let's do it. Got the old hand mixer. My mum also used to be a baker. Did you know that? She used to make like really cool novelty cakes. The more you know. And she gave it up because she undercharged. But no, I don't even know why she gave it up. She's just like me for real. But she would make these like extravagant cakes and people would complain about the prices. And I'm like, I'd like to see you make a lump of flour, sugar and butter look like a 20 McNugget share box as a cake, bitch. Do you know what I mean? Okay, right. We're in. Let's go. One for luck. Oh, bloody hell, it scares me. I don't even think I know what stiff peak is. I think I've matched peak stiffness. What? I think I've reached max stiff peak. I think I've reached peak stiffness. What the fuck? I think I've reached peak stiffness. Okay, it looks pretty stiff to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. Oh, fuck, I need to measure caster sugar. Good God. Okay, now I need to add cream cheese and caster sugar. Now, this cream cheese is 165 grams and I need 235 grams. It's a popular number, so I'm just going to add a whole one of these and then probably just eyeball the rest. Like, I can't really be bothered. Ooh. What is a stiff peak? I think it's a stiff peak. Oh. Why did you give up making cakes? Because you didn't like it? Yeah. No, because I was working. She was working. Oh, okay. That's stiff peak. Oh, there we go. You can't take the baker out the gill. It looks very questionable right now. But don't worry, it won't. That's stiff. I think that's stiff. You've got to add the crushed Oreos. Okay, I can do that.
I do reckon that you should probably add the crushed Oreos now.
You're so smart. Right, I think this might go everywhere, so... Oh, good God. Oh my Lord! Ah! I would not do well on the Great British Bake Off. Them eyes, poor Hollywood, I think he's evil.
I don't think you do well on the Bake Off either, Maisie, if I'm honest.
Pissed right off. It's too much pressure, walking around. How you doing? Pissed off. Ah!
Do better if you weren't here, mate.
Bloody hell, I just got my finger. Okay, I think I want to finish this off with a spatula because I'm getting a little bit nervous. We're on to the last step. Just got to incorporate these Oreos and then it... Oh God, I've done a really bad job of mixing this, my Lord.
Hold it in.
I'm folding. It don't look like there's enough Oreos, but I put more than it told me to do, so... You can't win. You can't have it all. Do you know what I mean? Do you want a whisk? I just want your opinion, first taste.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you so much. Delightful. Just got to transfer it over to the base. That's the one. God, I'm bloody forgetting everything. I walked into a door yesterday. I'm just not with it. Very like me, I always seem to make my cheesecakes quite top heavy, as in, I'm sure you know what that means, but not a huge amount of base and a huge amount of filling, but we'll see. Are you supposed to put butter on the bottom of baking paper to make it stay?
No? Oh, a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's where I messed up there then. Okay, the base is looking nice. Now it's just time to transfer the cheesecake mixture. Yeah, I definitely think I've made too much. It's fine. God, I've made loads.
You know, don't you get the one at Wagamama's? That's like masses and masses of...
I know, they don't even make that. That just gets sent in. I would not charge.
If there's too much base, then it would be very dry.
You're so right.
I know.
When you're right, you're right.
I know that.
£7 for that cheesecake as well.
Size?
Yeah. Or £7.50. That's too much, especially because it's not homemade. Obviously it's not homemade, they're chefs, they're not bakers. Wow, look at that. That actually does look quite nice. I think I've perfected this cheesecake because I've made it so many times in times of high stress. Mmm, delightful. Have I told you all that my dad's obsessed with Ted the TV show? He does not stop talking about it. Here's my creation. Here he comes.
Right.
Now, this just needs to sit in the fridge for a couple hours. Done.